I just want to be the freest man on the sea. Monkey D Luffy. This is the man who will have to become Pirate King to reach this dream. And this is Joy who will tell you his story. This is our protagonist, Eiichiro Sensei manga's protagonist. This is one of the core messages of One Piece, together with food and many others, love and how to make a family. This is a message of freedom. It's a core message. If you want to know everything about Luffy, what Luffy did in this story so far, where he went, where he goes, where he will go, and whom he met along the way, you want to know more about his character, his powers, his personality, his psyche, stay here. This is Luffy's profiles, full profiles, 10 points, where I tell you all you need to know about Luffy. But not only that, whatever I describe, talk about on One Piece, of course, has always got a reference, explanation, examples from the original manga series, as well as other manga series, the most famous one, and stories, including poems and novels from classical literature. So stay here with me and listen up to Joy. Welcome back to this channel. If you want to know more about One Piece, the stress, character, psychology, acts, everything you want to know, theories, spoilers, everything you want to know, subscribe this channel. You will learn more with Joy. I promise you. I put my Shanks arm on it. Left one, the other one. Number 9, Luffy's lifespan is steadily shortening. Number 9, he's one kind of man who sacrificed all for his values and friends. Say it right, say it twice. Remember, that's what I'm saying, and that's what is truthful to Luffy's character. A couple of questions for you. How could a young boy, in few years, as Luffy is, become the pirate's king in this vast universe dominated by 4 individuals, the emperors of the sea, Kaido, Big Mom, and Master Big Mom, the greatest emperor, real emperor, it was a great territory, and Shanks and what was then the Whitebeard who got crucified by Snake, with immense strength and power. How could you become the pirate king without any loss? How could the bravest of the seas, as I stated above, reach the top of the world, unarmed, unharmed completely, when around him people got shot, get injured, burnt, lose limbs, arms, and everything, eyes, and even disappear, as showed by the Flamingo, Gikomoria, and etc., etc.? Doesn't his bounty, Luffy's bounty, which gets bigger and bigger after his evil doing, as the Marines and Navy admirals claim to be, say dead or alive to Luffy? So more and more powerful Marines, officers, even admirals and other pirates will come after him, after his head, guys. If you know the answer and it's not the easy pick, come on, man. Come what I'm saying. Luffy's the protagonist of the story. It's meant to be this and that. Can't die. It's a plot. Come on. If your answer, guys, is not this one, let's move on. Let's move to the next slide. Ready? Now, let's be serious. Let's get serious. Well, for what? Well, for what Oda is showing us on this point, I would like to quote in full another super manga in this leitmotif. We are talking about Edward Eric's quote and from Full Metal Alchemist. Listen, humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value, something must be lost, something must go forever. That is alchemy's first law, the alchemist's first law of equivalency and equivalent exchange. In those days, we really believed that to be the world's one and only truth. Edward and Al Eric's Full Metal Alchemist. That's in Japan, the country of the samurai, sounds obvious. And it's a concept experienced every day in everyday life by the Japanese salary man who sacrifice all his life for his job and works to live and not live to work. He lives to work, actually, yes. In a manga perspective, aimed to kids and teens, besides, things should be a little different. As Oda himself doesn't let people die, usually. He doesn't. Even the cruelest antagonists, they don't die because it's a shonen. But be careful as you see other here, as you see the chimera in Fullmetal Alchemist, and the chimera's alchemist who sacrificed his daughter to keep his license as alchemist. Nevertheless, in One Piece, this concept of exchanging and direct rewarding is crystalline from the beginning to up to this point, with Shanks losing his arms, Zoro losing his now after the time skip and losing Quina to become stronger, Nami's stories and background becoming stronger after 10 years and more years of sacrificing their life to map and as a servant of Arlongs and more and more. Let's move. One place is the place is for antonomasia is the place where people and nakama offer themselves as a sacrifice for a country, a dear one, a cause, a dream. Luffy's dream, guys. You need to remember this. One Piece is the place where people sacrifice everything for their dreams. So how could we ever believe that Luffy, in spite of being the immortal protagonist, as they want to call him, hmm, as someone who he's like a Superman, he doesn't have any mortality, would not pay for his dreams? How can you believe that Luffy will not have something to lose? Huh? And straightforward statements. How? See point three for these guys, okay? Luffy, in spite of being the immortal protagonist, will not. How can you believe that he will not pay for his dream and his straightforward statements and convictions? Come on, guys. Let's be serious. Oda will make him pay. And you have to wait for this. As matter of the fact, Luffy's lifespan is said to be already shortening. It has been already shortening. Here we have got two explicit mentioned moments and reasons. First, the use, or rather the overuse, the abuse of his ability to stretch, the elongation. His entire body causes several damages to organs and muscles like doping. Is doping, Luffy. Example given, for example, by speeding up blood flow throughout his body for his gears techniques, gear first, gear second, gear third, as Rob Bellucci first noticed in chapter, and Rob Bellucci is a genius also in this kind of thing. In chapter 420, the blood pressure would rupture a normal heart. Your physical strength can't keep up with the intensity of your techniques. Mind Luffy, mind Rubber Man, if I remember, the Pigeon Man, Rob Lucci, the genius fighter, would tell you. As you can see already, Luffy. That was the moment when he became a little boy, a little minion, after overusing his gear third and gear second for the first time. Okay, mind Luffy. Okay, the first reason why his lifespan is said to be already shortening is the overuse, the abuse of his gear techniques. Okay, no matter now we know his gear 50, his gear special gear fifth ability is the Sun God ability. He still remains a rubber man, guys. Okay. Number two, the second reason why Luffy's lifespan is fast shortening due to the aftermath of Magellan's encounter, specifically due to Emporio Ivanko's omens that by healing him, had taken 10 years away from his life. See chapter 538. Now we are halfway for the end of the story. This is what I made. This is my profile when I made it for was made for after the story till is dead. And we know one thing that our Speedy Gonzales, Speedy Gonzales, you remember the cartoon, the Looney Tunes cartoon, will keep overstretching his body in order to defeat more powerful enemies. We know that he will keep pushing his limits and span over in order. Now, aside from these intrinsic, unavoidable effects of his rubber powers and will to go on and on no matter what, you must go! Yeah, yeah. Sorry for the Queen reference. Which may, this when you have a wide knowledge, also music knowledge, of course, things come out and the pitch rise, which may lead to his foreshadow or scripted death. Luffy dead, guy. Why not? Who knows what happens next? And if in the spurs of the fight against White Blackbeard, actually, Blackbeard, he will lose an arm against an Akainu or Blackbeard, as his mentor Shanks, or an eye in the end, getting to wear so the notorious black eye patch, famous feature of a real pirate. Who knows? As you can see the picture of Luffy with a black patch, and Brooks reminded also got a scar on his eyes. We're wearing a patch, Brooke. Why not? After all, a straw hat, a Nakama, a real Nakama, has already gone deeper, gone in the seas. Good. This cover, this is my cover book, is called One Piece, the Book of D. Why not? A guide, an invitation for all, the subtitle. So be careful. Are you an anime watcher, One Piece anime watcher? Are you or just a fan of spoiled addicted? Never heard about those nutheads of Luffy, Zoro, the bounty hunter, ex-bounty hunter, and Nami-chan, cat burglar. Never heard about them? Do you hate following long stuff? Or just tired of looking for info on Wikipedia and about the fandom, that pirate, that episode, that saga? Oh, One Piece so long. I can't read it. I won't just give up. It's boring. Oh, this episode is so boring. Well, my book will get this book will get all of you started, excited, fulfilled about Luffy's adventures and journey, and about the One Piece world, the multi-universe of One Piece. One Piece is the anime and manga most followed or sold around the world. Why? Because of his story. What story? What story are you saying? The One Piece story. The hidden treasure that only the King of Pirates could discover right before his unfortunate departure. That's all? Oh, so simple. So lame, this manga, this story. Well, it's also about Luffy's story. A kid with his big dream of to be the freest man in the world and a promise on a straw hat to give back to someone. It's the story of Zoro, a bounty hunter and his three swords, of Nami, a sexy thief, and her maps to discover the world with her, of a little sniper dreaming of giants and adventures, this Usopp, of a kind cook, Sanji, a weird doctor, Chopper, of a skeleton musician, our Brook, a cyborg, and many, many others stories all together, linked together. This is the story of our protagonist only in search for something big in the bigger magical world with always crazy stuff going on, secret chases, great escapes, look for impel down, dramas, plot and subplots, foreshadowing new events and wars, all connected to the One Piece treasure, of which we don't know anything about yet. And these shocking revelations and truth. Oh, I get it now. And your book? Well, my book is all about that. It's both a smart sum up for all the laymen and a full immersion analysis for the most expert seekers. It's true, guys. I made a sum up of each saga. You can find them out. In 1 2 pages, you have a look on I divided in protagonist and antagonist, in good and bad. These are great categories I've chosen for this book. It's a guide also, and an invitation to read with a special style, with Usopp style in different chapter, to read about the most infamous pirates of the seas, about their dreams, about their past and future, about spoiler alert, the One Piece. Because the One Piece is that things that yet to be found. And so my book is yet to be finished. Look, search, enjoy further, set sail for our journey, like the best volume, like the 2 and 3rd. They are yet to come, okay, guys? I made already 2 volumes, but there are more to come. Pick up what you like, read what you want. There is no need to follow a whole page or paragraph unless you want to do it. Each important information from names to facts is given in bold or carefully organized in points, section, topics. It gives you general information and precious insights. My book will give you the right base and inputs to start reading One Piece and make you feel good about it. Soon, One Piece vibes will trigger your interest and will push you to read the real manga. Exclusive fine art also. There's a fun art I made in this book. From the cover page you see here, with a dive into the blue sea, to the character's introduction, you will enjoy my drawings and digital art inspired about One Piece. Get ready for the thicker 2nd volume and the other straw hats. It's also illustrative. Whatever I describe, state, talk about, has always got a reference, an explanation, an example from this series or from other series like Naruto, Dragon Ball, Hunter x Hunter, Slam Dunk, Vagabond, and many, many others, Bleach. I made also a theory book that I'm going to publish soon because that was going to be a new special book because it includes drawings and theories. It's a theory book for all readers and watchers, fans around our waterlands of the One Piece series. Kids and adults about this theory book can enjoy drawing, writing, discovering. So it must be printed, this book. That's my problem for now. I need to make a printed version. This is a finished masterpiece, and you can add your own true and pieces of the map to the biggest treasure hunt of all time. Set sail and enjoy with joy. Hope you find my book and enjoy this. What has to come, because there is more and more to come. Get ready for Luffy's discovery and more. Follow me on YouTube and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to upload